because
I don't know if anybody could do that except
I would have to cut out of all the things Louis does. I think I could do editing. Producing I would definitely could do, but
anybody can produce.
I think the writing part.
You seen the fucking idiots hang around a set and call themselves producers?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
And when they have ideas, they go, "You know, it might be funny, Patrice." And you go, "Really? Why don't the guy that fucking really? All right, Iowa State graduate, economics major. Why don't you tell the comedian what's funny?"
I've only been in New York City for 20 years of my life.
How would I hold the pizza?
Doing shows at the Boston Comedy Club, and like everybody who kills is staring at you. There's 6 crowd members, and then there's 10 comedians that are good in the back room, and you're doing comedy. So you know comedy better than
Tony Woods is sleeping.
Exactly. Like it's for real.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
So
when we did Last Comic Standing, you know, like Barry Katz, love him or hate him, the guy fucking knows stand-up comedy, and he knows comics, and he
gets shows on TV, goddamn.
And he knows the wiring of us. If you're the star of Patrice and Von DiCarlo show, and you're the star, right?
Right.
And you're the star. And when the network comes in and starts doing their shit dance on the two of you, Barry's the guy that can come in and go, "You just have to tell them. You got it. Whatever you want, man." And then he will go tell them, "Look, Patrice, you know, we just flew in. He's with his wife. It's a little emasculating. You bring them down a peg. These are thoroughbreds. They just know how to run and win races." And he gets the DNA of a comic. So when he produces something, you feel like safe, but you get people that come up to you on a set and they go, "Isn't it funny to hold the pizza in your left hand?" And you're like, "That's why we're fucking not recording right now? So you'd come up and tell me that, fucking producer guy? You fucking zilch." You
still with Barry?
Yeah, I'm the lone survivor. I'm the guy. It's a marriage. There's ups, there's downs. I love him.
You do love him, right?
I fucking love the guy. Gave a speech at my wedding. You know why? He's the only person that knew her and me before we knew each other.
You know what it is? I don't know why. I mean, I only can go back to a time. I haven't talked to Barry in a long time. Why is he not? What did he do?
I think it's honestly.
Because he has show after show after fucking show.
I mean, what did he do to make people?
What's her name leave him? Like he got this motherfucker something.
Whitney.
And he always gets his show on.
Always.
But see, let me say this right now on your podcast. There's some motherfuckers like my manager is John Branstein. Okay. Now, nice guy. I love the guy. But I'm like,
So when you fire him, it's Simon Katz.
But I look at Becky, and I look at Katz. And at my level.
Yeah.
That's who guys at my level. You look at Becky, you look at Katz.
But what's funny is guys like Katz, everyone's gone through and left and come back.
What the fuck is going on where...
Like Dane Cook fired Barry Katz.
That's what I'm saying. But
Dane Cook made $9 million telling jokes. And then what? You tell your manager it fucking isn't working out?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
It's that loyalty
Good luck, Chuck.
Or that thing that you go, this motherfucker, I look underneath my mattress, there's a 3 Arts logo. My mattress is fucking...
Here's the problem.
Produced by 3 Arts. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the problem with being a manager. And this is what I think fortunately for mine and Barry's relationship, I realized this early. The problem with being a manager is the more successful you get, the less your clients need you until it comes completely full circle where you're Whitney Cummings and you have your own show and you're arguing with the network and Barry can go step back. Like when a manager or like a coach on basketball, when a player starts yelling at a ref and the coach puts him behind them and the coach does it, that's what a manager's job. But between getting gigs and doing like improvs and getting your price up and getting your own show, you don't fucking need him at all. He's dead weight.
But you don't care when you have that loyalty thing. But my thing is, I'm getting at this age where I'm battling loyalty, where I'm going, look, man, I'm looking around me and guys that may have a lesser nice guy reputation is there's work.
What is it about cats that people are so quick to badmouth the guy?
You know what? It's a reputation.
Because he's honest,
dude.
He'll tell you he doesn't think you're funny.
The reputation is that he's a scumbag in the game. I don't know. Look, I'm just saying.
I didn't say shit.
Well, you got big eyes and shaking your head.
Because I'm like, yeah. Well, how?
Exactly.
I'm not getting big. Exactly. I'm not defending him. I'm asking.
Why I didn't never fuck with Barry. He was interesting because I was a young new guy. That was Barry's niche. Yeah. You know, to get the young talented motherfuckers in. Yeah. When I first came, I just didn't like Barry's that the thing you do. I didn't like him. You didn't
sign with him because you didn't like his voice?
I didn't like that he always seemed like he was trying to get in your mind. I didn't like it.
Let me answer that question with a question.
Yeah. Yeah,
but Barry's also a guy, if you go, shut the fuck up, he'll go, fair enough, man.
But Jay, that's the relationship that you have with him, which helps. See, I didn't have that. Barry was very intimidating. He was the guy, he handled you.
You thought he was Dirk Nowitzki.
Yes. Yes. He was fun. He looked just like him too, by the way. Yeah. Barry looks just like Dirk Nowitzki.
And he's 6'7",
like Dirk.
And he's up there in height, so people freak out.
I used to feel like he used to try to be a guru with me, but
he was trying to be a guru.
But I avoided him when he did. Now I'm at a place where I could go, Barry, listen, just shut the fuck up. But back then, I was new, and I was like, you see, he had Red Johnny, he had Keith, he had Juan, he had you, he had everybody who was somebody in the game in New York. Chappelle. So, that's the story I heard. The Chappelle story with him. That's the one I could go back and go, this is what I heard. Whether it's true or not.
I'd like to hear about
it. Dave's dad died. This is what I heard. And again.
I think I've heard this too, but I want to hear
Dave's dad died and.
In Ohio.
And Dave's canceled all his upcoming shows.
You're canceling your shows just because your dad died?
Exactly.
That's the story?
No.
Oh.
And what he did was Dave canceled all his shows, and then he told Barry, I can't do these things. And then Dave, again, this is speculation, and this is what I heard on the street.
But one of my famous quotes, word on the street is word on the street.
Word on the street is word on the street.
It's more powerful than a printing press.
Let's be honest, though. Stop acting like fucking that word on the street don't count, because you're from the street, so word on the street does.
I'm saying it like it's the most reliable.
It's the most reliable. Okay.
If you go to school and they go, Chauncey's looking for you, guess what? Chauncey's looking for you.
Right.
If you read the paper and they go, this might happen, right. But you know from going to public school, you show up and they go, oh, Anthony said, and you're like, wow, and you all day, you knew that motherfucker was going to come out and hit you in the face.
Yep.
Because someone just said it.
So the word
on the street is word on the street.
Was that Dave was mourning, pulled out. Barry didn't cancel the gigs. He waited until it got too close to cancel.
Right.
And then he said, Dave can't do it. Can you use Jay?
Right.
Whatever. Right. Whoever it was. And so Dave's in the street. He didn't know about it. So Dave goes and somebody sees him walking around and goes, Dave, man, why didn't you show up to fucking wherever university, man? We loved you, man. You just didn't show up. They had to go watch this other guy. He goes, I canceled that shit years ago, you know? And Barry never canceled
I can see Barry. I mean, it is fucking diabolical.
That's a shitty,
but I can also see a manager saying, like, in the back of his mind, like, what if he needs this to come around? Because Barry didn't need Dave's fucking 10% of University of Milwaukee.
There's always some way to.
But those 10% add up, I guess.
There's always a way to make it look like. But
and
the
Barry had nothing
thing was, when you asked me that, that the framing of it is that he was a scumbag. The framing of it.
It seems to me too like Barry. He's a guy that he's very polarizing.
But the thing of
people will fucking
if he's this way, you go like this. This is the motherfucker that like me who's having trouble with the whole system. I have a guy that I love as a person, but are we getting as many things as we can get? and I start going through this, and you go, wait a minute. If everybody feels Barry is this dude that is some scumbag,
right?
Why are they doing so much business with him? Like he gets business done,
right?
Or Becky, he gets shit done. He gets.
I've never heard anybody say Dave Becky was a scumbag.
I've heard bad things about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The only guy,
it's all bullshit.
Bernie Brillstein's the only guy that died without a negative thing said about him.
Right.
You
never heard nothing about Brillstein. Always, even Raph, the guys at my level that I would know. I never even heard that much anything really about Messina. I actually like
he's a fucking crazy person. I went to his house because he has a wiffle ball tournament at his house, and I grew up playing wiffle ball every day. And I went in there with a chip on my shoulder, like, man, I'm gonna fucking school these fucking Dungeons and Dragons zeros at this fucking wiffle ball. And he had a wiffle ball stadium, and they hyped it to me. Like, you gotta go, wiffle ball stadium. And you wiffle ball is supposed to be like Bugs Bunny, like 3 miles an hour and his big looping curveballs and shit.
Right.
These motherfuckers tape the ball and just throw it as hard as they fucking can. And you're holding that little plastic bat, and I'm going, and now I'm the new guy. I'm the interloper. I'm the brand new guy in this Patton Oswalt, David Cross world. I'm the jock. You know what I mean? And I'm the guy going, this isn't how you fucking play. They've been playing this every day for 4 years, and I show up going, what the fuck? You don't fucking tape the ball. What the fuck? And I was just out in the streets. And I'm like, this would be so much more fun if it was.
You came in that bitch like.
I was ready, bro.
You came in that bitch with your mind.
And a motherfucker alive will beat me with a ball. I said that at Super Bowl last year at Radio Row, and this guy from Dallas was wearing a fucking wiffle ball champion T-shirt. Ben and Skin is this radio show in Dallas, and he challenged me, and we cleared out a fucking banquet room. And this, I just hit him. It was crazy. And he had to go on the radio, and everybody just called and made fun of him because they filmed it and they go, we'll put it on YouTube. Your humiliation. I said, all right. It was like fucking Roy Jones and James Toney's talking shit to him. When did you know you were funny? When did you know you wanted to do comedy? I didn't mean to stump you. Jesus.
The
look on your face.
Seriously?
Yeah.
17.
17?
Like dead ass, and then it took till I was 22 to do it. So I talked myself out of it for 5 years. I just didn't do it, and finally I did it at 1992. But at 17, I wanted to start.
Are you going to start talking yourself into shit?
I do. You gotta understand, dude. You're talking to
Is that true?
A different dude.
Is he a different dude now, where he talks himself into shit as opposed to talking himself out of shit?
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, good.
I'm better at that.
You're too fucking good to be a guy on the shelf. You can't be like the guy on the bench because the coach doesn't know you're there. You got to be the guy to get on the plane and go do the office. You're too fucking funny, and you have a presence that's too.
I'm way better than I used to be, though.
And you're way better. Here's the other thing. And
in terms of attitude, way better.
This is going to sound cocky as all fuck, but we both know it's the reason we're in the business. Okay. You see guys on Star Search and even the Improv, and you go, I'm better than these motherfuckers.
Right.
You know, when you go and do these shows, you can kill them. You can crush them. Do me a fucking favor, and the next time they ask, get on the fucking airplane and do the show. Because you're too good not to do it. And when you do it, all those people splinter off into their other shows, and all it takes is one out of those 14 bullshit producers to get two broke girls and go, hey, you know who'd be a great super? I don't know if it's super.
I felt
you know
that.
who can play Bookman?
Bookman. The new Bookman.
He wouldn't do Bookman.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
He didn't have to suck anybody's dick, and for the money, who cares?
The Charlie Sheen roast was a big step in that
Huge.
direction. Because my instinct usually is to say, get the fuck out. But like I said, the instinct to say no is always there with a reasoning that could make sense. Like I didn't do Flavor Flav roast because I didn't do it because of, I didn't know him. So I decided to do the Charlie Sheen roast helped me in that terms. But I'm a lot better with that than I was a long time ago. I will give myself credit for that. So,
what's the weirdest celebrity that you've met that you were surprised they knew who you were?
Slash.
Really?
Yeah, Slash is a fan.
And he knew you from
He
Tough
knew me
Crowd?
from Stuff. He just
Stuff.
Yeah, he just knew me already. So that was very interesting.
And where'd you guys bump into each other?
At the roast.
Oh, really?
Yep. Slash.
Who took a shot at Slash? It was someone had a great line at Slash.
Oh, Jesus, Charlie and Seth. They were just talking about his old music. They basically was fucking with him because.
And I love Jezelnik out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from, but he made me laugh on the last roast before Charlie Sheen.
Well, that's what that's what.
And then when you said you called him a waiter from medieval times.
Yeah, just like get my fucking turkey leg. Because
I don't know if anybody could do that except.
I would have to cut out all the things Louis does. I think I could do editing. Producing I would definitely could do, but
anybody can produce.
I think the writing part.
You seen the fucking idiots hang around a set and call themselves producers?
Yeah, and like everybody who kills is staring at you. There's 6 crowd members, and then there's 10 comedians that are good in the back room, and you're doing comedy. So you know comedy better than
Tony Woods is sleeping.
Exactly. Like it's for real.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So
when we did Last Comic Standing, you know, like Barry Katz, love him or hate him, the guy fucking knows stand-up comedy, and he knows comics, and he gets shows on TV, goddamn. And he knows the wiring of us. If you're the star of Patrice and Von DiCarlo show, and you're the star, right?
Right.
And you're the star. And when the network comes in and starts doing their shit dance on the two of you, Barry's the guy.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And when they have ideas, they go, you know, it might be funny, Patrice. And you go, really? Why don't you, guy that fucking, really? All right. Iowa State graduate, economics major. Why don't you tell the comedian what's funny?
I've only been in New York City for 20 years of my life.
How would I hold the pizza?
Doing shows at the Boston Comedy Club.
Guy that can come in and go, you just have to tell them, you got it, whatever you want, man. And then he will go tell them, look, Patrice, you know, we just flew in. He's with his wife. It's a little emasculating. You bring him down a peg. These are thoroughbreds. They just know how to run and win races. And he gets